Your pleasure, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's 6:02. The meeting is now called to order. Pastor McClure,
Yes, ma'am.
would you mind?
Let us pray. Stand, please. Our Father, our God, we're so grateful for this hour, grateful for this time together. God, we're grateful for your will being accomplished in our city. We thank you for the forward progress we're continuing to take. We thank you, God, for these leaders that you've gathered together, God, to cause your will to be perfected in the city of Irondale. We ask now that you bless these proceedings tonight. Allow everything to come forth and go forth decently and in order. And God, we'll be careful in the end to give your name all the honor, the glory, and the praise. In the strong, perfect, precious, profuse name of Jesus, we pray. And all the people together say amen. Amen. And amen. Ready? Pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. You may be seated.
Roll call. Counselor London,
Present.
Counselor Arnold,
Present.
Counselor Box, Counselor Sims,
Here.
Counselor Spivey.
Present. At this time, in order to continue with a sitting president, I ask for a motion to move consent agenda item number 1 to agenda item number 4 for immediate consideration following public comments on said item only. So at this time, we would go ahead and accept public comments on what is consent agenda item number 1 being moved to the top of the list. We have
moved.
So moved.
Need a second.
Yep. Second. All in favor? Aye. Thank you very much. This time we would accept public comments. Thank you, sir. We would accept public comments on consent agenda item number 1 at this time. Do we have any public comments on agenda item number 1? All right. With no public comments, I accept the motion.
Make a motion that we elect David Spivey as council president.
Second. Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. I appreciate your confidence. All right. That being said, we'll go ahead and continue with this meeting. We're looking for a motion for the approval of the minutes from the October 21st, 2025 meeting.
Move we approve the minutes from October 21st, 2025.
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm looking for a motion on the current bills for payment, please.
Make a motion we approve the current bills in the amount of $965,451.43.
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor? Aye. All right. At this time, Mayor, you have the floor, sir.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight by saying good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You all sound very strong. I'm glad to be here tonight. Well, I'm going to go ahead and proceed with my report. We also have a couple of presentations that we're going to make as well. There were a lot of things that transpired in the month of October, but I'm going to give you the abbreviated version of everything that took place. First, National Night Out was a hit, and I want to be able to thank Chief Kellogg and Emma and everybody else that worked along with them to be able to make a hit. Probably the biggest thing was the helicopter that came to the event. And because everybody always know that I'm late to getting to where I need to be, they thought that I was in the helicopter because I didn't make it there at 5:30. And everybody was saying the mayor's in the helicopter, the mayor's in the helicopter. No, the mayor's down at City Hall doing some work. But we can thank Jason Hill for putting that storyline out. But it was a very good night. Everybody enjoyed themselves, and we really had a good time. We had a citywide Watchman revival that I want to thank Pastor McClure for having this at the Revelation Ministries. It was a great event. We had two dynamic pastors and one, a minister and a mayor, to be able to speak. And I gave the first message on October the 26th, which talked about integrity is all we got. but Pastor Mark and Bishop George, they both did an excellent job. We want to thank the community for coming out and to be able to have such a diverse worship service. Also, on October the 25th, we had Tales by the Rails Halloween Pumpkin Patch Party, where we had all of the different dogs to be able to do their Halloween outfit. I can tell there's somebody out there in the audience, a diabetic just like me. But that ain't me beeping you all. But I'm very familiar with that sound. But it was a wonderful event. We also had Tracks by the Treats for Halloween night. It was crowded here at City Hall. On the side of City Hall, they did s'more station, train rides, gave away candy galore. I know that there were some parents that was upset at the city because their kids got home and were bouncing off the wall. We had the Senior Spook and Sweet. That was a trunk or treat, a fall festival for ages 60 and above. That was given at the Senior Activity Center. I heard that they ran out of candy in about 30 to 40 minutes. Those seniors at our Senior Activity Center, they don't play. I call them little gangsters, but they said the candy went over very well, and they were excited for the city citizens and the staff to be able to participate, to be able to make that happen. Also, on Thursday night, we'll have graduation for our Citizen Engagement Institute. We will have about 40 individuals to be able to go through this graduation class, which will bring our total volunteers to about 200 individuals. We also celebrated breast cancer awareness for the entire month of October. I would say, summed everything up by having the breast cancer, the Pink Power Walk that took place for about 2 miles here in the front of City Hall, and that was a blessing to all of the individuals that we wanted to make sure that we celebrate those that were survivors of breast cancer. We also raised $4,720 to do our part, which I'll make that presentation in a few minutes. Also, we're having an arts and crafts bazaar, which is going to be at Shades Valley High School, November 22nd and November the 23rd. It's going to be in the gymnasium. We'll have both gyms. And Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday is from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. The admission is free. Please come and bring every form of cash, digital dollars, credit cards to be able to participate and to make some of the vendors, make all of the vendors happy as they go through the holiday season. December the 5th, we'll be having our Christmas parade and tree lighting here at the City of Irondale. And we will also have the menorah. We will also have the menorah in front of City Hall as well. This year, we are celebrating Hanukkah as well. First time that we've been able to do that in the City of Irondale, and we're looking forward to participating and doing that as well. Also, I wanted to let everybody know, beginning tomorrow, Irondale launches a food drive and a holiday meal giveaways for 85,570 hungry neighbors. More than 85,000 people in Jefferson County don't know where their next meal is coming from. Starting tomorrow, the City of Irondale is taking action with a 2-month food and fund drive to help fill the $60.5 million annual food gap in our county. We're asking individuals to bring the following food items: canned meat. That will be chicken, tuna, salmon, canned vegetables, low, no sodium preferred, canned fruit or applesauce, peanut butter, beans, peas, lentils, canned or dried, pasta, rice, cereal, oatmeal, grits, box mac and cheese, 100% fruit juice, shelf-stable milk. You can also bring $1 provides 4 meals, $25 feeds a family for a week, $100 provides 400 meals to the Jefferson County families. Money allows the purchase of fresh items and specific needs. Things that we don't need you to be able to bring: But if you want to drop these by the mayor's office, you can. Soda, candy, junk food. I don't drink alcohol, so you don't have to worry about that one. Homemade items, open and used items, glass containers, or perishables. Also, on last night, we had our swearing in ceremony. I'm not going to read my speech that I put together for the event, but if you would like to read it in its entirety, you'll find it on the table in the back of the room. And this is the reason why all of us were walking around with these paddles, because we went on a retreat this weekend and our law firm beat all of us while we were away. But no, we were given these oars to be reminders that for the next 4 years, we may not see everything the same way. We all have a different way of processing everything, but it doesn't mean that we can't roll in the same direction. The next 4 years is all about rowing in the same direction with a focus on education, helping our schools to be able to improve their Alabama Education Report Card, economic development, making sure that we bring Costco to a close, plus increasing the industrial jobs, as well as you'll see something on the agenda tonight that we're getting ready to do for small businesses. The next thing is ecotourism, revitalizing Beacon Park, creating Heritage Park, and expanding other green spaces in the city of Irondale. We also have, we have one position to fill on the Public Building Authority. We have 2 positions to fill on the Library Board. And we have 3 members to fill the Industrial Development Board. I don't think I missed anything. That's pretty long, exhaustive. But now I will move to be able to do our check presentations. I'm going to ask if there's someone here from the Breast Cancer Research Foundation of Alabama, that if you would come to the front, Councilor London, if you would come down, as well as Miss Sheila and Miss Carolyn. I have a check here from the city of Irondale in the amount of, who don't want to come down? Do I need to use my mayoral authority or have the police thing? Where's Chief of Police? If she don't want to come, I won't make Miss Terry come down. We'll go turn your water off. Maybe won't pick up your garbage tomorrow. But anyway, we want to, what was that? We'll get you next week. Okay. As I stated earlier, we wanted to be able to do something for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We had a full month. We did survivors on the 21st. I read a proclamation on the 7th. We had a pink out at City Hall on the 16th. And we also had one of the football games, Shades Valley and Pell City, where everybody was supposed to wear pink. However, the only people that was there in pink was me and Kim. Everybody else. So I guess they didn't get the memo when we rolled up in there. We were the only ones that had on pink, but it was still a joyous occasion. But on Saturday, the 25th, we had the Breast Cancer Awareness Walk, the Pink Power Walk. These are some of the funds that was raised from that. We had Marie Sutton, who works for the City of Birmingham, Public Information Officer. She was a breast cancer survivor. And if you missed her story, you've missed a very powerful story about how she was able to defeat this dreadful disease. But we want to be able to present you with a check of $4,720. This is not the real check, but this is the big check. But the Irondale Foundation also have a check that they want to give you, and they do have a real check. It's a small check, but we'll get you a small check as well. Ms. Carolyn, do you and Ms. Sheila want to say something?
Well, we have a check for $3,220.
Thank you guys. We are the Breast Cancer Research Foundation of Alabama. We were started out of the O'Neill Cancer Center 30 years ago, and we've been funding life-saving research in Alabama ever since. We plan to announce our grants in about a month from now, and that will go to researchers at institutions throughout the state, from UAB to Auburn to Alabama. So you can know that all the funds that y'all have raised, it goes directly towards research and saving lives. So thank you.
Also, I want to say that Councilman London made a $500 contribution from his discretionary fund. And since he and I are always very competitive, I gave $1,000 from my discretionary. We always compete. 501. 501. That's right. Got the trophy to prove it, right? Yeah, you got 3 trophies. Okay. Our next check is that if we have the friends from the library. Who gave this? Sims and okay. Councilman Sims, Councilman London, you all come back down for it. We just want to be able to thank Councilman London and Councilman Sims. I believe we had made it towards the end of the fiscal year, and they were trying to find worthy causes to be able to give their discretionary fund to. They felt like it would be a great investment to be able to make that into the Friends of the Library. Also, I want to be able to thank you all. I didn't get a chance to thank everybody, but I want to thank you all for also dedicating a room in my name at the library. You all were supposed to wait till I die first. I still got time to mess up, but I want to be able to thank you all for that as well. But from the city of Irondale, from Councilman London and Councilor Sims, I want to present you a big check of $1,695 for you all to be able to. Anybody want to say something?
We are so thankful for that because we'll be able to support the library. And we've got a lot of needs at the library right now because, well, our city put millions into that beautiful new building, but there's always a need. So if you're interested in joining the Friends, we will have our next meeting on November 25th at the new library, and we'd love for you to join us for Friendsgiving. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I am Jan Sanford. I'm the acting president of the Friends of the Library. This is Carla Sims, not standing by Councilman Sims. She's our secretary. And Sandra is our treasurer. So thank you. Thank you.
Now, everybody takes just one step out. Here we go.
Council President, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mayor. We appreciate those words. At this time, we will go ahead and move into any council member standing committees or special committee reports. Councilman London, we'll start on your end, sir.
Yes, first of all, thank you for everyone for being here tonight. Had a great weekend, as the mayor talked about it, getting together. So looking forward for the next 4 years with this council, to showing the city of Irondale, and we talked about this Saturday, not just the city of Irondale, but the state, the country, how a council and the mayor can really work together for the goodness of the city and the people. So I'm looking forward to that. I think the first time since I've been on council, we showed that. I've never had that in my three terms, but I think now we finally have councils and mayor that we can really show togetherness, and that's why we got the oar. And one of the pictures they showed, I know you've probably seen Olympics, the rower. The first picture they were showing just one person, but when they showed it from the side, it was multiple people rowing the same way. And that's the only way we can make it, not just council, but also with you guys, because we know that it was you that put us here, and we work for you. And so we're looking forward to working with you together. Also, in this tough times of SNAP not being there and people feeding, our great friends from Green Acres, who used to be in Irondale, but they have a store downtown on 4th Avenue. So if you know of anybody who's in need of feeding, they're feeding a 4-piece meal for free this coming Sunday, and they're going to feed until all the food is gone. So that's Green Acres, downtown 4th Avenue district, Green Acres down there, anybody who wants to come. So if you know anybody, spread the news, spread the word. They're going to feed everybody until the food is gone. And then on a sad note, one of my former council people and mayor also, Pete Cry passed away. A lot of you know who Pete Cry is. He passed away on the Saturday. My heart goes out to his family. And if you knew him, I had a lot of knowledge for the city, loved the city of Irondale, never left the city of Irondale, even as council. And so I just want you to pray for his family tonight as you lay down. Funeral arrangements, what I got is Thursday, viewing at 11 o'clock to 12. I think the church is called The Hope. It's a new church across from Winn-Dixie.
The old McElwain Baptist
Old McElwain Baptist Church, from 11 to 12. It's a kind of a memorial service. Then at 12 o'clock, they have the funeral. So that's Thursday, this coming Thursday. So if you knew Pete, if you knew his wife, go by, say hello. And when you lay down to pray tonight, send a prayer for them and his family. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Arnold.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here tonight. I cannot tell you how excited I am to get to work. And I want to start by thanking everyone up here who has been so gracious in answering all my questions and helping me to prepare to be the best council person I can be. I know campaigning, I got to meet so many new people to me in District 3, but I also know I didn't make it to every neighborhood. I didn't get to meet everybody. So I want to encourage folks to reach out to me. My contact information is on the City of Irondale website with just questions. If you'd like me to come to your neighborhood and speak, I'm more than happy to, or actually really just to listen to your concerns and answer any questions that you might have. So I really wanted to just be sure to put that out there tonight.
Thank you, ma'am. Councilman Box.
Thanks, Council President. Echoing Councilman London's comments about the wonderful retreat this weekend, it was very educational and a lot of gratitude to our legal firm that took care of us up there and taught us a lot of things that we didn't know and reiterated some things we did. To my neighborhoods, I'm glad to say that we're moving forward with some of the projects there in Heritage Park, the Civic Center there in District 4. I think we're rocking and rolling pretty good there, and looking forward to several other things. Wanted to mention it's been a pleasure serving on the abatement board and on public safety. Police and fire are paramount to our city, so I look forward to whatever committees we're nominated to again this year. Thank you, Council President.
Yes, sir. Councilman Sims.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight, and everyone who was here last night for swearing in. I echo, I guess, what you've just heard. I mean, I'm looking forward to the next 4 years. I feel like we've done a lot previously, and I think we can do a lot more in the next 4 years. Holiday Gardens Neighborhood Association has a meeting next week. It'll be on Monday, November 10th, instead of Tuesday because of Veterans Day, 6:30 at the Irondale Senior Activity Center. And speaking of Veterans Day, any veterans out there, any veterans you know, just remember to thank them on Veterans Day for their service. And that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Regarding committees, since Councilman Box brought it up, I'll send out an email to all of you guys. Most likely a snip from a prior council meeting agenda, just because it's spelled out nicely there. This is a great opportunity to not only take a look at the committees that have been vacated by previous Councilwoman Cuellar. So those committees are definitely up for grabs, but it presents us as an opportunity to say, hey, I've been doing this, but I would like to do that. Or, hey, I've been doing this, I'd like to continue doing that. So I definitely want it to be a group discussion and everything like that, by all means. So want to give you guys an opportunity to serve in a place where you feel led in regards to those certain committees and things of that nature. So just expect that communication probably within the next, maybe 24, 48 business hours. Just give me a time to land. So to thank you for your involvement around all of that, and echoing Pete Craw, man, if such an awesome guy, ginormous personality. I don't know if any of you got the pleasure to. I didn't get a chance to know him very well, but just in my decade or so in the city, got to know him a little bit, and definitely a great guy. Very, very passionate about the city. Didn't always agree with him and everything, but even up to the past years ago, he was looking for ways to find ways to serve the city on boards, committees, things of that nature. So great guy. He loved the city, and my heart goes out for his family. And another thing about the weekend that we just went through, our training ceremony, our training session that we had this weekend, everything that's been stated about it, absolutely adore all of it. But one thing that I want to say is I think we're in a very unique place with so much camaraderie already kind of pouring in, and the way that we were able to interact and everything with us, legal, mayor, everything like that. But our spouses also got the opportunity to interact, and there's already dialogue about cookie swaps and all that kind of stuff. So as humorous as that is and everything, it's great to see us up here collaborating and rowing in the same direction, but to also have our spouses on board. And actually that brings a whole nother dynamic to the equation that I don't know if it's ever been that way. So I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to be a united front, doing what's right, asking healthy questions, but at the same time, moving the city in the right direction and having that support from our family as well. So I just want to thank everybody involved for making that a reality. And that'll conclude my report. Thank you very much.
Council President, may
Yes,
I
sir.
restate something?
Yes, please.
When I was giving the check to the Friends of the Library, I was wondering why Jan was looking at me strange when I said, thank you all for dedicating the room and whatever. It was actually the library board. I got it right. Well, you could have gone. They do it all the time around here. So it's but it was the library board that I want to thank for that wonderful gift that they named one of the rooms after me.
Like you say, we give our roses to the living, right?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. All right, perfect. Moving on. At this point in time, we'll go ahead and take public comments to the council on non-agenda items. Do we have any comments to the council? Yes, ma'am.
My name is Tree Davidson. I'm with Prescott House Child Advocacy Center. And I just wanted to personally thank the mayor and the council for the gift that they gave us to help us continue the work that we do with physically and sexually abused children and children who've witnessed violence. We have seen a 45% increase in the children that we've seen so far this year. And that has put us at a waiting list for the children. After they come through our program, they have free counseling for life. I've been there 4 years. The highest I've seen is 10 kids. Right now, we're at 43 kids waiting. So your gift means so much. I'm so grateful for that, and we just wanted to be sure and come and thank you for what the work that y'all do for us.
Thank you for the work you do.
Yeah.
Any other public comments to the council on non-agenda items? All right. With no more comments on non-agenda items, we'll go ahead and move on into any reports of any boards or non-council committees or department heads. Any department head comments, any committees, non-council committees? With no further comments, we'll go ahead and move on to our next item, which will be the council deliberation on agenda items only. Now, at this point, basically everything is mostly on consent. We will get through legal, if I'm not mistaken, we will get through a 19th item, and then we will call executive session where we will come back and deliberate the 20th item. Is that correct? Gotcha. Has that 19th item been passed around yet? You've got it right here? All right, outstanding. I want to go ahead and pass this down real quick. I think y'all should have an idea of what it is, but just to be on the safe side, there's a copy of it. So that being said, item number 1 on the agenda has already been handled. Once again, thank you for your confidence on that. Item number 2, I would go ahead and motion resolution 2025 R203 elects Councilman John London as the Irondale City Council President pro tempore. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion seconded by Councilman Box. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Item number 3, resolution 2025 R204. I motion to appoint Lee Allison as the city clerk treasurer for the city of Irondale.
Second.
Motion seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. And finally, item number 4, resolve that resolution 2025 R205 appoints Chief McDaniel as the fire chief for the city of Irondale.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, perfect. Getting back into, thank you all for your continued dedication to our city. Thank you. You got nervous a little bit there. You should have saw her. She was shaking. She wasn't sure what was going to happen.
I was getting ready to recommend somebody else.
And the mayor never talked to me about Chief, so I'm just assuming, that
It's
we're good
fine.
there. All right,
Yeah, I
fair
guess
enough.
it's fine.
All right, good. And then once again, Councilman London, I always appreciate you being in the as the backup, and when I can't do something, you've been such a great shoulder to lean on, and we've got a lot of rising stars on this dais as well. So
Thank you.
very good, thank you. Going back to more of our traditional format, item number 5, resolution 2025 R206 recognizes Mayor Stewart's appointment of April B. Danielson Esquire as city attorney for the city of Irondale. Can I get a second?
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you for your service thus far. May we have some more. All right. Thank you. All right. Item number 5. Item number 6, resolve the resolution 2025 R207 authorizes Mayor Stewart's appointment of the accounting firm of BMSS LLC as city auditor for the city of Irondale. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion, seconded by Council Lennon. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Outstanding. Item number 7, resolve the resolution 2025 R208 appoints Brett Bloomington as the municipal judge of the city of Irondale and Andrea Graham as the alternate judge in the absence of the municipal judge. Do we have a second on that?
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Let's see here. As an alternate. Item number 8, resolution 2025 R209 appoints Nicholas Waddell as the municipal prosecutor for the city of Irondale and Roderick Evans as the alternate prosecutor in the absence of the municipal prosecutor.
Second.
Motion, second. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Item number 9, resolve that resolution 2025 R210 appoints Ezra Jordan as the municipal public defender for the city of Irondale.
Second.
Motion seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
You keeping up? All right. Item number 10, resolve that resolution 2025 R211 ratifies the present depositories for municipal funds. Do we have a second?
Got one. Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. All right. And then we'll kind of go back into more of our deliberation phase. Item number 11 would be resolved that resolution 2025 R212 allows the city of Irondale to participate in the 2026 severe weather sales tax holiday beginning at 12:01 a.m. on Friday, February the 20th, 2026, and ending at 12 midnight on Sunday, February 22nd, 2026. This is we do this quite often, sometimes multiple times a year. Councilman London, any questions?
No question.
Councilwoman Arnold, any questions?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
No, I think it's great. Thank you.
Outstanding. Councilman Sims?
No questions.
And myself, no questions. We agree to leave this item on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Item number 12, resolve that resolution 2025 R213 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute a service agreement with the Breast Cancer Research Foundation of Alabama in an amount of $1,500. The funding is as follows: $1,000 from the FY 25-26 discretionary fund of Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. And are we keeping it at 5 or are we moving that to 501?
Yeah, we're fine.
You did 1,001.
We're good.
We're good where it's at, how it's printed. That way Lee doesn't have to retype it.
Yeah.
All right, right on. 500 from the FY 2025-26 discretionary fund of Counselor John London. I know y'all have all had an opportunity to introduce this. Is there anything additional that y'all would like to say about this item?
No, I don't.
I don't.
Left it all on the floor?
Left it all on the floor.
All right, fair enough. Do we agree to leave item number 12 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Item number 13, resolve that resolution 2025 R214 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute a service agreement with Retail Strategies LLC for the provision of economic development consulting services in an amount not to exceed $50,000. We've seen this item before. We've partnered with them. Mayor Stewart, do you have
Yeah,
anything else to say?
I would like to say something about this because it's a little bit different. This will be a portal that will be paid for by the city of Irondale that will allow any small business in the city of Irondale to become a part of this portal, and it will be absolutely free. It will provide you with resources for how to run your business, how to do social media, how to do the finances, how to market your business. But everything that you need as a small business owner, webinars, you'll be able to access all of this from a website that will be developed for the city of Irondale. You can use it for absolutely free. If you decide to sign up on December the 31st, you still get an entire year to be able to use it. We always hear that we're doing things for the larger projects and giving away incentives for them to be able to come to the city. I thought that this would be a great idea to be able to provide a resource for our small businesses, which does not cost them a dime.
And this was the item that you were alluding to in your initial address?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Councilman London, any questions for Mayor on this?
question.
Councilwoman Arnold, any questions?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
No, Mr. Truth, that's amazing. Thank you.
Councilman Sims?
No questions. I think this is great. I was actually meeting with a group of small businesses this morning that are hoping to become a larger group of small businesses who are located here in Irondale. And I was telling them to be paying attention because there's something coming. So they're super excited about this. Thank you.
Anything we can do to grow business in the city of Irondale, especially around the small business piece, is absolutely fantastic. Do we agree to leave item 13 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Outstanding. All right. Item number 14, resolve the resolution 2025 R215 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute an engineering on-call contract with Sane Associates, Inc. for the provision of engineering services in the city of Irondale. Sane Associates, household name around here. Is there anything that you would like to say about Mr. Mayor?
They've been the city engineer since 2013.
Gotcha.
And they've done an outstanding job. We know that Joe has retired, but his brother Jim stepped in and providing excellent services to the city of Irondale. We would love to keep them to continue to be our on-call city engineers for the next 4 years.
Thank you, sir. Councilman London, any questions or
No,
comments?
thanks for their service. They've been around a long time and they do a great job for the city.
Absolutely. Councilwoman Arnold?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
Always good to go with the producers.
There you go. Councilman Sims?
No questions.
And always in debt for their expertise, and they've been rock solid. No questions. Do we agree to keep this on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Item number 15, resolve that resolution 2025 R216 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute an agreement with the Jones Group LLC for lobbying services on behalf of the city of Irondale in an amount not to exceed $78,000. Mayor, I will lean on you a little bit.
All right. Well, as they say, things are getting pretty hard out there in those government streets. You got to be able to have somebody to be able to speak on your behalf. The Jones Group Greg was actually highlighted by the Birmingham Business Journal as one of the top 15 individuals in government in the state of Alabama. And we need someone to be able to share our story at the federal level, at the state level, as well as at the county level. We do a very good job of being able to make those connections and having people to be able to do things to be able to support the city. However, we are moving to a next level, and to be able to move that level, we need someone that specializes on being able to pull funds and opportunities down from DC all the way down to Montgomery, even at the Jefferson County level. And it doesn't hurt to be able to have someone that know how to bob and weave through that entire process. I think it's time. We've been approached for years about being able to have a lobbyist, but I never felt that we were in a position to take advantage of it. But now with all the great things that are going on in the city, it'll be a wonderful addition to the things that we're currently doing.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Lennon, any questions?
No questions.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
Sounds like a good addition to the team.
Councilman Sims?
No questions.
And my only comment is I'm sure this will pay for itself multiple times fold, so I have no
We
questions.
hope so, President.
There you go. We agree to leave item number 15 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Item number 16, resolve that resolution 2025 R217 rejects all bids received for the municipal complex. Mayor, is there any one thing you want to say about these bids?
I just wanted to let everybody know that in our spending plan, we had set aside $18 million to be able to build a brand new administrative complex. When the bids came in a month ago, they came in around $23 million, which was $5 million more than we had set aside for the project. We tried to sit down and go through some value engineering to be able to cut the cost and to be able to bring it down. But we were only able to shave about $2.2 million, which still left us with about $20 million compared to the $18 million that we had set aside for the project. In the best interest of the city, it's best to go ahead and to reject the bids that we received about a month ago and to go back into the redesign phase to be able to design a building that fits within the money that we've set aside for that. And I believe that that's being a good steward of the city's money. But we're also being vulnerable by letting our citizens know that the bids didn't come in the way that we hope for them to be. But we're not going into any additional debt to be able to make this project happen.
Fair enough. Thank you, sir. Councilman London?
No question.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
No, that's great. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Sims?
No questions.
And I appreciate the
Transparent.
uprightness about it. All right. Do we agree to leave item number 16 on consent?
Yeah.
All right. Item number 17, resolve that resolution 2025 R218 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute a joiner in consent for First Amendment to property purchase agreement for the property located at 4514 Grants Mill Trail, Irondale, Alabama. Mayor Stewart.
This resolution is to make minor adjustments to the agreement that we had with Costco for the development that is getting ready to take place off of Grants Mill Road.
All right. Thank you. Councilman London.
No question.
Councilwoman Arnold.
No questions.
Thank you. Councilman Box.
No question.
Councilman Sims.
No questions.
And I have no questions. Do we agree to leave item number 17 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Item number 18, resolve the resolution 2025 R219 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute a professional service agreement with Development Dynamics LLC in an amount not to exceed $25,000 in connection with the preparation of a revenue analysis report to evaluate future financial activities and forecast tax revenue over the next 25 year periods for the Irondale, Alabama development area, which includes an improvement district. Self-explanatory, but please.
Yes, this one I would love to be able to share with you all what it's really about. My wife over there laughing because Christian showed me some comments on Facebook, which is the Holy Grail, to be able to share exactly what we were supposed to be doing here at City Hall. It has nothing to do with the entertainment district being called an improvement district. What it is, if you all remember about 5 years ago when we started on the journey with Costco, we had a financial analysis done to be able to determine what would be the economic impact of that store locating in the city of Irondale. We now know that that study was, and it wasn't done by us, but that study is also about 4 to 5 years old. We've had a lot of economic activity in the city of Irondale. We've added amenities to the city that increase the value of the things that we're doing. And they are going to do an economic impact study from Publix all the way down to Costco to be able to show how those two entities have been able, how they impact the city financially, how they bring sales and use tax to the city, how we can take this document to be able to share with others that want to relocate to that quarter, which means it has nothing to do with the entertainment district. It's not a new name for an entertainment district, but it is an economic impact study that is being done to determine how those two entities will impact the city of Irondale for the next 25 years. And although I'm working on my PhD, I don't have the qualifications to be able to do that. That's why we decided to contract with somebody else to provide us with the correct information.
Thank you, sir. Councilman London,
No question.
Councilwoman Arnold,
No questions.
Councilman Box.
That's wise, sir.
All right, Councilman Sims.
No questions.
And I know that when we do these projects, we always get projections and things like that, but it's never a bad idea to dot the i's and cross the t's. So I have no questions as well. Do we agree to keep this item on consent?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So we had another resolution come through kind of last minute. I'll go ahead and read it real quick, but after I read it, I'm going to ask for a motion to add it to the consent. The resolution goes, Resolution 2025 R-220. Let's see here. Approval for the purchase of vehicles for the Irondale Police Department from Hendricks, City of Irondale, the city, let's see here, by the City Council of the City of Irondale, that Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee is hereby authorized to purchase 10 2026 Ford Police Interceptor utility all-wheel drive vehicles from Hendricks for $67,148 even per vehicle for use by the Irondale Police Department, and to execute any documents necessary to effectuate such purchase. Is there anything that you would care to say about that?
Well, I wanted to say that we have expanded our police force, especially when we added the 4 school resource officers. Currently, I think I'm correct, Chief, they don't have a vehicle. So they're kind of pedaling around like Pebbles and Bam Bam. And we wanted to make sure that Chief Kellogg has done a wonderful job in doing the research to make sure that we identify a vendor at the best cost to the city. The reason that we're adding it tonight, because it's very hard to be able to get these police cruisers. And if we have to wait another 2 weeks to be able to vote on it, it only pushes us farther down the line. We're also more than likely, I feel pretty confident that we will pay cash for these vehicles, and they will cost $671,480. They are on the approved vendors list, or which is that list, April? Co-op. They've already been vetted, so they're on the co-op list. And Chief, is there anything that you'd like to add to it? Okay, just need them. It's funny, the Chief and I had a conversation about how long his presentation should be. And he exceeded my expectations because I gave him 7 words and he decided that he would only use 3. Thank you, Chief Kellogg, for being a good steward of our time. appreciate it. We always mess with each other, but that's what this is all about. And sooner we get them, the better we can get them outfitted, and we can get these out on the street. We will be replacing about 10 vehicles as well. We'll surplus those vehicles. I think they have a value of somewhere around $125,000. So we'll take the 125 that comes back from that to be able to replace the funding that we will be able to use to pay cash for these vehicles.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Councilman Linden?
Yes, comment, Chief and Mayor. Also, so we have 4 of these to be in the resource at the schools.
Yes.
Are we gonna get those equipped, like with Mounties or something different, so people would know that they're different and what they belong to? Oh, you're gonna get them. We're gonna vote yes for it. So I'm not giving you any directives.
It's just a suggestion.
I learned that first 3 months of council. I'm not giving you any directives. I'm just throwing it out there in the atmosphere. See how we can get these. Just I want people to distinguish that these are resource officers at these schools. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Arnold?
Yeah, I mean, the police need cars.
Indeed.
So,
Fair enough. Councilman Box?
No question.
yeah, no.
Councilman Sims?
No, great. No questions.
All right. And I have no questions, but I really like the idea, show some school spirit and everything like that, because I know the
100%.
resource officers kind of become part of the school family a little bit. So show that off a little bit. I like it. I like it.
Council President, too, if you all only want to purchase 5, that's fine. Chief Kellogg and I, we also thought about practicing the biblical concept of discipleship. And that's to be able to send the police officers out 2 by 2 in the same car. But he kind of vetoed me on that. So he didn't want to put 2 to a car, but we'll appreciate if you all adopt that resolution.
All right. With no more questions or comments, can I get a motion to add Resolution 2025 R220 to the consent agenda?
Move resolution 2025 R220 be added to our consent agenda.
Second.
Motion seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
And we agree to keep this on the consent agenda.
Yes.
Yes.
Outstanding. So item number 19B there. All right. So should I go ahead and pump the brakes now on that executive session, or should we go ahead and approve the form? And then when we come to that item organically, just go ahead and pause for executive, then come back in and to address the item from the executive session.
I would do number 2. I would go through the agenda as you usually would, and then when you get to executive session, then at that point, have a motion.
Okay.
A second to go into executive,
Okay, perfect.
and then come back in.
Settle 20. Okay. So basically the point of that is we're going to go ahead and continue with our normal bits through items 1 through 19. We will step into executive session. We'll explain that briefly in just a moment. We'll move to another room. We'll have our conversation around that particular item. Then we will come back. We will settle what's going to become item number 20, and then we will dismiss after that is done. Once we get to executive session and we remove a time commitment, Mayor or legal, how long do you think we need for this executive? Approximately
15 minutes.
about 15 minutes. So you are more than welcome to stay and see what we are talking about with item number 20 when we return. But you obviously are welcome to leave, as I understand your time is valuable. That being said, do we have an approval of the form of the agenda?
Make a motion to approve the form of the agenda, including items 2 through 19, having moved item 1 forward on the agenda.
Thank you very much. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman Arnold. All in favor? Aye. All right, perfect. That being said, now we have an approved agenda. I'm assuming, legal, since we haven't added 20 formally yet, we would need to take comments on 20 at that time it's added, correct? So if you do want to stay around and see what item number 20 is about, you'll be free to make comments on that item after we return. That being said, we have an approved agenda. We would accept comments on agenda items only at this time. Any comments to agenda items only? All right. With no comments or questions on the agenda, I would ask for a motion to approve consent.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. So that takes care of basically everything. So if I'm reading this right, we are up for executive session. I just need to read something real fast. One moment for me. Sorry, pardon on foot. All right, so members of the City Council, I need a motion for the City Council to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing the consideration the council is willing to accept when considering the sale of real property. At this time, I would accept a motion to go into executive session.
Motion to go into executive session.
Second.
All right, motion, seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. That being said, Miss Allison, please conduct a roll call vote on the motion. It will seem to be unanimous. All right. And then, ladies and gentlemen, a majority of this body has voted to go into executive session to discuss consideration the council is willing to accept for the purchase of real property as required by law. No deliberation between the members of this body relating to such issue will be conducted in the executive session. The city council will reconvene at the conclusion of the executive session. The council will now enter executive session outside of these council chambers. All right, so hopefully we'll be back in about 15 minutes and we will deliberate on that particular item. Thank you.
Motion to consider read and then have public comments on it before we move on.
I'll double check the legal exactly how I was going to do it because I believe it's going to be a
Yes.
We're probably going to get another motion to add it. Thank you very much for your patience. At this time, I would accept a motion to leave executive session.
Move we exit executive session and enter
Second.
regular council meeting.
Motion seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. If we could go ahead and have a council member move forward with that first portion of text.
Council Spivey, I'd like to make a motion that ordinance number 2025-15 be added to the
Second.
Motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. That being said, ordinance 2025-15 declares property located in the city unneeded for a municipal purpose and authorizes mayor to execute a purchase agreement with Pine Whispers LLC for the sale of said property. Mayor, is there anything you would like to say about this particular item?
I would just like to say that this ordinance here is for the sale of 45 acres located on the Dabbs property, along with an option to purchase an additional 30 acres owned by the city adjacent to the Dabbs property. The purchase price is $45,000 per acre. The option must be exercised anytime within 3 years from the closing date of the property.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman London, any questions?
No question.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
No questions.
All right, Councilman Sims?
No questions.
And myself, no question. That being said, if we could go ahead and get some movements on this particular ordinance.
You want to take
Public
public
comments?
comments?
Oh, that would be fantastic. That being said, we'll go ahead and accept public comments on this particular agenda item that's been recently added. Any public comments on this recently added agenda item? That being said, there are no public comments. Now I'll accept the motion.
All right. I make a motion that ordinance number 2025-R15 be considered read.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to suspend all the rules and prevent the immediate consideration of ordinance 2025-15.
Second.
Motion second, roll call. Councilman London?
Yes.
Councilwoman Arnold?
Yes.
Councilman Box?
Yes.
Councilman Sims?
Yes.
And myself, yes.
Finally, I make a motion that ordinance number 2025-15 be approved and adopted.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. That being said, that is one heck of a first meeting, wasn't it? So thank you all for there and the guidance, and thank you all for your patience with us. That being said, I ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all very much for hanging out with us this evening.